Welcome back to another Plasticon review. Today we're going to cover Gobot's Vamp. Here is Gobot's Vamp. Vamp is one of the monster Gobots from way back in the day. I absolutely love the Gobot monsters. They're probably my favorite out of the entire line of Gobots. And this guy is no exception. This guy to me is probably the cream of the crop. I love this dude. I want to find a super Gobot of this guy one day, but he's very cool. I do like him a lot. I'm going to take a good look at Vamp here in his, I would say, space car mode, but it's, you know, to me this can be a spaceship too, because it's got wheels, it can roll, but it's also got that huge cockpit kind of window there. You know, this thing looks like a UFO, and I love UFOs. I love, like, alien-y type of things, and this thing is amazing. Now, some people might be like, oh, it kind of looks like the Bat car with that sticking out there. Yeah, he kind of does. He has a bit of a Batman type of appearance, but that's okay, because Vamp is neat, and I do like him. And the reason I call him Vamp is because, you know, he has kind of a baddie look to him, which is neat. But he's green. He's like a dark green, which is really cool. I do like that about him. He's got some really interesting details all picked out in him. And then if you guys don't know, these guys are actually Machine Robo as well, because Machine Robo had the same sets. I know Vamp here was probably done in a different color. I think he was more of a maroon back then in Machine Robo, but they also did release him in green as well as Gobots did. So, and this is your pre-Transformers days. So people that are all about Transformers, that's great, but Gobots, guys, these guys are amazing. You guys all know it. Now, this is all die-cast area. Like his whole cockpit area here is all die-cast. Like even the bottom portion here. Oh, it's kind of, you know, visible head syndrome here. But that's kind of where the wheels were. The wheels were just kind of tucked up here inside his little arms, which is cool. Which they don't really roll that well, and you know what, that's fine. I always thought this guy was a flying ship anyway, so I did this like it was land or something, but that's okay. I do like Vamp a lot. Vamp is amazing. He's probably, like I said, one of my favorite of these guys, but I'm probably going to say a lot about the Gobot monsters, because I'm just into these guys. These guys are just the best to me. I just love these, because, I don't know, it's that whole thing where, I don't know if you guys remember way back in the day, you'd have your Diaclone stuff. And your Diaclone stuff would have little guys, and I happen to have my little custom waterless dude here, and I think it looks really good with him. Now, if he was able to fit inside the cockpit, that would be amazing. I would love that. But that's okay, because I like my little monster dudes, and I want my monster dudes to have like a place, and I personally like these guys. And I like the fact that, you know, if you guys want to know more about these, I did a good review a little while back about little Diaclone dudes, and he happens to be one of them that I showed. But I do like this a lot. So I'm going to set him aside. I'm going to show you guys how he transforms now, or converts, or whatever you want to call it. So the first thing I do is you'll take this back portion here, and you just kind of move it up. It folds all the way back. And right here, if you guys want to know where the stamping is on these guys, the stamping is right here on the back of this, and these sometimes are missing. He's got two little antennas here sticking off. These sometimes are missing too on Vamp. But this in here is in very good condition. You can grab this little portion here and you'll fold out his little arm. And you do the same thing over here. Fold out his little arm right here. And then you're going to take the portions here and flip these down all the way. And then you'll fold out his little feet, because he's got little gremlin feet. Love the feet on this guy. Get him a little tall here, so let's raise this up a little. And then you'll just take his little arms here and rotate them down. These rotate out like this, and there you go. We'll just take his little arm, rotate it, just like this, and there. A little bit of a clicking, because sometimes these guys actually have a bit of a detent. This in here, I'm very lucky to have some of that in them. So, and sometimes I've seen where these things just because the little mechanism here tends to wear out on them. There you go, the Vamp in his monster mode, and I love the eyes on this guy because they're so beady and they're metallic and they just look evil. It looks like literally like a bug alien dude that's going to just, come after you or something. I love this guy. He's awesome. He does happen to have these little legs here, and you're not going to get much posing out of these guys because these guys didn't have a lot of posability back then. These were just primarily little toys we could play with out in the schoolyard or whatever. And I did like this about this guy. It would have been cool to see his wings kind of fold up. But you can do this to kind of give him a little more height if you wanted to. You can leave those up and kind of give him more of a mysterious cape kind of thing. But I think it takes away from his little antenna on top of his head. So, I don't know. I tend to leave mine down because I like his little antennas. Because the antennas are great. Seriously. Who does like the little antennas? Those things are amazing. Those little things that stand up. Anyway, taking a look at him, let's do a bit of a size comparison here. Let's put him next to the little Diaclone guy that I had. And then let's stick him over here next to Grimlock. And there's Grimlock. And he's a little shorter than Action Masters, not by much, but he's not bad. He's a very good little toy. He's just really, really solid, and I love how the design is on these. It's just, I can't gush enough about how these guys are. I mean, you don't even necessarily have to put his arm in that direction. You can flip these around the other way if you wanted, which is really no official way to do this, and which is cool about him because he's a monster. He can do kind of whatever he wants. He can have the dweeby arms that stick out like that. I mean, why not? He's basically like an alien creature anyway, so how do we know how he works? None of us know how he works. He just works. That's all there is to it. And it's kind of cool. He has like the grippy hands. I do like the grippy hands. I think it's a cool little gimmick. So I mean, you can have him kind of maybe grab something and hold it if you wanted to. Not really sure what you would have him grab, considering the little rivets and stuff like that are probably not quite strong enough to do that. But I do like him, and he's a neat looking little guy. And he's probably one of my favorite out of all the monster bots, because I'm really into these guys that are monster insecty dudes. They just show so much character, and these things literally could be like, this is Wateros. This is what Wateros would have been. This is amazing. Diaclone guys would be like trying to fight these guys off all the time. They're very neat. But anyway, this has been Plasticon. This has been yet another crazy little review of Gobots. I'll see you guys around because I have plenty more coming your way. That's it for now. Bye!